At the OSA, one of the biggest things we get into is aquariums. I love it because you really can't get into the hobby unless you are an aquarium. So all you aquarium enthusiasts out there, I'm showing you today all the rimless aquariums we have available here at Coventry. Starting right off with the rimlesses, we have the 20-gallon tidal eyes. These are great. They're a 21.4-gallon tank. They're an all-in-one with micron folder, which I like around. Now, these are all set up for freshwater. As you can see, it's easy to display. They can go freshwater or saltwater, and I also like the options of the stands between the white, the black, and actually this cool-looking pattern white one that it's just a neat-looking style to bring to your home. So great-looking intro levels if you want a nice elegant stand and tank inside your house that's not too big if you want to get into nanofish or just get into something like a pair of clownfish and nymphs for a saltwater tank. The other one you can see here is a little bit more elongated, and I actually own this one at my house, is the 20.5 Peninsula, and it's a nice long elongated tank that's kind of cool if you're putting it next to a couch. Moving on down here is been one of my top favorite tanks that we've actually had. This is the Planet Aquarium's 180-gallon. This is 180 gallons with total flow, including the sump, and I love this tank. You're talking about a 5-foot tank by 24.5 inches, and it looks great with a center overflow. If you're looking for a large rimless that you can get into and work easily from, this is a great tank to get into. Probably one of the most popular tanks within the last 2 years is the Waterbox 130.4. This tank really came out originally about 3-4 years ago and has evolved into what it is today, and it's probably one of the most popular rimless tanks available. Center overflow, I love the black background, it's nice and tall with 36-inch cabinetry. Pop out, it's very flush up against it, comes with a full sump and entire plumbing kit. Down here you can see more tidal lines, 21.4 gallons, great tank, also the tidal line Peninsula, different color options when it comes down the sands. That's one of the best things about aquariums is choices, finding the right aquarium system for your home to match all your decor. And talking about the big boy is the Waterbox 165.6. Total volume is 165 gallons and it's 6 feet long. And this is a great lagoon style aquarium. Now in my head, I can picture this as a saltwater lagoon where you're looking down, or a freshwater lagoon where you have these big trees and everything coming up on it. I would even do things like different types of plants, monsteras, pothos coming up and out of it. And the possibilities on a tank like this are endless. And I love that sleek, clean look. So if you're looking for a large tank, this is awesome for a lagoon style and you want to bring stuff up and out of it. Next one up is the Planet 110 in total water volume, center overflow, great looking tank, freshwater or saltwater. That's one of the biggest things we get into is complete sump systems. This does come with a sump. You will have to do your own plumbing, or that's something that we can do available for you. And it's just a great looking tank. This one goes about 20 inches deep, so it gives you plenty of room to get into different fish that you might want to get into. Next up is, for all you 5-foot tank lovers, this is what they call the crystalline series. This is the 140 with sump. So this one is 20 inches deep, 5 feet long, and I just love this overall espresso with the dark looking wood, and it looks really nice, and you get these nice highlight hues of the wood in a house. Next on the Planet 110, and this is definitely one of my favorite rimless tanks in the shop right now, with the white elegance stand. This here is 4 feet by 20 inches deep, and I just love how we can make a tank like this pop. It is all about color when it comes to an aquarium, and you can just see by looking at it, you can picture it in your house, the colors, what you can turn this aquarium into. This one's really cool. So this one, the cabinetry is different. This is the classic series, all done in white, 36 inches off the ground, and this is the Planet 150. Now the background's clear, which is pretty cool, but if you wanted to have us paint it, we can paint it as well to have a complete background. This is actually one of the more taller style aquariums that are rimless we carry, and actually it's probably one of the tallest rimlesses that we carry. Great looking tank, you can do some bigger fish in it, and you have a lot of possibilities. I think this is a great tank. I'm surprised actually this one hasn't sold yet, and it fits really that New England home. Back on this side, you can see we got another tidal line cube, different style stand. This is like that birch wood, and I just really like the way it looks. I could picture this in a more modern home, and it's just something different versus a white or a black stand. And then the next one up, this is a 130 on the Planet series. This is the crystalline series, and the wood cabinetry on this is totally different looking. It's more modern, very natural tone colors to this, black background. And this can be either fresh or saltwater complete sump system. You will have to do your own plumbing, or we can do it for you, but it does come with a sump system. And next up is the Waterbox Marine X 60.2. If you have never done a sump system before and you're thinking about it and you're questioning, I don't know if I'm ready for it, the 60.2 is the best getting into it, right? Now, what I like about this, the total water volume on the top gives you enough for somebody just getting into it. You have a sump on the bottom, very easy plumbing, and it's just a great overall tank to learn about sump filtration. Now, for all you guys that like the big boys, the water box 180.5. This is like the more power when it comes down to the rimless tank. Big rimless tank. This is the 5-footer, the 24.5-inch deep, and it looks awesome. It comes with a complete sump system, all the plumbing, and you can just see with this massive piece of wood in there, the possibilities. This could be freshwater or saltwater. As a saltwater tank, Hydro 32s, this will look amazing as a saltwater aquarium. But as anyone knows, I like freshwater where I can take it. Big woods coming out of it, marginal plants going above the rib. That is one of my favorite things to do, and I can just picture this so elegant in a house with big plants coming up, you know, the lights dropping down, and there's so many possibilities. And that's the best part. When you're picking out an aquarium and you're getting into it, it's what your mind can take you with your aquarium. Next up on the list, and I love how they just keep going. There's so many aquariums, guys, is the Planet Crystalline Reef 140 gallon. So this is another 5-foot tank. And this, because you don't have a lot of options when it comes down to 5 feet. It's a great 5-foot tank, 20 inches deep, and this is just a black stand. So if you're looking for something that can match almost anywhere, you're not quite sure what you want, this is one of those tanks that'll just match almost any home, and it looks great, either freshwater or saltwater. When you see the lights, the contrast, the fish, and the way everything looks against it, that black contrast against the bright colors inside the tank, it's gonna look awesome. This is also an all-in-one. This is one of the larger all-in-ones that they make. This is Tyline 47 gallon. This is a 3-foot tank. It's all controlled with the double overflow right here in the back, controlled by a single pump, and it's all-in-one. That means the entire filtration system is built in the back. So if you've gone into from a flex and you want to go bigger, you're just getting into it, and you don't want to make quite that jump into a sump yet, the 47 gallon all-in-one is a fantastic tank to kind of just get into and get your feet wet. The Planet Aquarium is crystalline. This is the 100 gallon. This is a 3-foot tank. This is great. So you have the whole, comes with the whole sump. Everything is right here for you. A 3-foot tank. Anyone that wants to get into a rimless tank, doesn't have a lot of room, 20 inches deep. I gotta say, for a 100 gallon total water volume, this is a fantastic tank. I love the white. It's a great looking contrast. And the last tank that I'm gonna show you guys today at Coventry is the Planet Crystalline Reef. This is the 140 gallon, another 5-foot tank, 20 inches deep, and I just love the overall look. The black stand, that elegant stand, that really cut, clean looking. How do you go wrong with that top trim on that? I think it looks so nice. I think the Planet's done a very good job with this. And I can already picture this. Like this one here, I can picture as a saltwater reef tank because you have the lights. I can picture the hydras, or you can even do AI primes. You have your rock, and we use a lot of the cornerstone rock, and that contrast, you can just see that from that dark colors to that bright. It's gonna look awesome. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. I just want to show you all the rimless tanks that we have at Coventry, and that's just one store. Never mind Seekonk and Wakefield. Make sure you check out all the locations. You can see this is a water box 220. You see how full it is. It's in the morning, so the crews are just starting to get into it. And one of the things I like about the rimless tank is that sleek, modern look. But either way, whether you want rimless or you want something with complete cabinetry with a canopy, we have it available for you. Check out any one of our OSA locations.